and the role gold plays in securing the value that people have in their portfolios as governments continue to spend far more than what they take in. And there seems to be no holds barred, not just in the United States, but across the world.
Who's actually out there buying gold out there, Philip, these days?
Virtually everyone. I mean, today we've seen we've seen a $400 increase in gold prices, about 8% since the first of the year. And today we're seeing, just here in the last several days, we've seen a huge increase. The people who have really been driving the gold rally over the last 30 months have been central banks, the Chinese retail market, and also Western markets and ETFs. So really, it's a very broad basis, not just here in the West, but also in the Far East.
You think about it here, Philip, we've seen this huge move in gold here. And I know it's a commodity, supply and demand, but is there a valuation discussion ever about, these precious metals here?
Oh, sure, there is. And there's been this debate. I mean, that at least goes back to 100 years ago about what the appropriate role for gold is as countries began to leave the gold standard during World War I and in preparation for World War II. But like any other commodity or service, it's really a matter of supply and demand. We know that products have value based upon demand and supply, and gold is no different in that regard.
So how does this typically end when you see big moves in a precious metal like gold? Is there something that derails it? Is it just a slow climb higher? Is there risk of a crash here? How do you think about that?
Well, the closest example we have is the 1970s and 1980s when we saw this huge spike in gold prices. There's several differences between the rally we see today, the one we saw in the 1970s up to 1980s. The most important is that rally was largely driven by inflation fears and, to a degree, some international geopolitical conflicts between the Middle East and the United States with the oil embargo. Right. Today we have probably a dozen different forces that are driving gold prices, and we're not seeing the spike like we saw in the 70s. What we're seeing is a slow build and the establishment of a platform from gold as it rallies again.